Hello my dear students, this is your guide and mentor for organic chemistry from BCC Online GPAT Coaching. My dear students, in this video we are going to talk about electrophilic aromatic substitution and we are going to deal with the reactions of electrophilic aromatic substitutions. First thing that you should know that we have already discussed that electrophilic aromatic substitution in pyrrole occurs with ease as compared to that of benzene. We have explained you why this happens. Please do watch my video on why electrophilic aromatic substitution is easier in pyrrole as compared to that of benzene. This is point number one. Again, the second point that we have already talked about in our previous video, please do watch that video, wherein we have said that electrophilic aromatic substitution in pyrrole preferably occurs at position number 2 and not at 3. This is 2. This is the place where electrophilic aromatic substitution, and not like benzene, wherever it wants. Benzene gives you only one mono substituted product, but pyrrole preferably gives you 2 substituted pyrrole, for example. Right? Now, let us justify these facts by seeing the reactions one by one. Let us see how nitration occurs in pyrrole. My dear students, we have already seen and we already know that nitration occurs in benzene by use of strong catalysts like nitric acid in the presence of sulfuric acid. This says that benzene is slightly less reactive, whereas the same nitration, if we want to perform nitration reaction in pyrrole, then the reaction is easier in simple conditions, wherein you are reacting it with HNO3 in the presence of acetic anhydride, and the temperature is not much, it is cold. In cold conditions, matlab the reaction conditions are mild, but still the reaction is occurring. That again reinforces this fact that pyrrole is more reactive than benzene. And what do I get? Simply nothing but this is my pyrrole, and on my pyrrole I get what? 2-nitropyrrole. Right? Now let us talk about the second reaction, that is sulfonation reaction of pyrrole. Again, to understand this point, it is important that you realize again and again that benzene is less reactive than pyrrole. This is my pyrrole, for example, and I am going to do sulfonation. When you do sulfonation with benzene, you use fuming sulfuric acid and highly concentrated. That means again you give vigorous reaction conditions. Whereas when you want to do the same reaction for pyrrole, you simply use SO3 in the presence of pyridine at 100 degrees centigrade. So comparatively the conditions are milder and you get what? Substitution at position number 2, because that we have already finalized. SO3H. That's it. This is the second method of preparation of that's it. This is the second reaction of pyrrole. Now we move to the third reaction of pyrrole, wherein we will be talking about halogenation. See, again, we remember when you are doing it in benzene, halogenation reaction occurs in presence of course, FeCl3, bromine in the presence of FeBr2, chlorine in the presence of FeCl2. There is requirement of the catalyst, whereas it occurs very simply and very easily in pyrrole. Now look at the reaction. Let us say pyrrole reacts with sulfuryl chloride. Right? Pyrrole reacts with sulfuryl chloride in the presence of ether at 0 degrees centigrade. Very mild reaction. You will get simply chlorination. Similar reaction Br2. Again, in the presence of ethanol and at 0 degrees centigrade, I will get what? A substituted pyrrole. Simple, very simple. No need of very strong catalyst. This is the moral of the story, that pyrrole is more reactive than benzene. Even if I want to do iodination, what I do? I react it with iodine in presence of aqueous Ki, right? And what do I get? I get what? Iodopyrrole. This is my 2-iodopyrrole. So all the reaction conditions go very smoothly, very simply. Let us now talk about the next reaction, that is Friedel-Crafts acylation. Again, a reaction of benzene. When we see the reaction with benzene, remember my dear students, we use always a catalyst called as AlCl3. But when it comes to pyrrole, then there is no need of any such strong catalysts. You will just simply react it with acetyl anhydride, I would say acetic anhydride, and you will get what? Acylation. This is your C double bond O, CH3, and the side product will be CH3, C double bond O, O, and this hydrogen which is lost from pyrrole. You remember, students, we have said in our reactions of acetic anhydride that always the side product goes as an acid. So it keeps on repeating itself. Chemistry is all about the basic concepts. Once we are clear with that, we are clear with everything. So whenever we are studying pyrrole, we should be very strong enough in understanding benzene. I have put I buttons for each of my points. Please do refer those particular videos if you don't remember the past videos. Come back again to, so we are talking about that pyrrole is showing electrophilic aromatic substitution. And the last thing that we will be talking about is those reactions which benzene never shows. Like for example, diazotization reaction. Again we say that the reaction called as diazo-coupling reaction. Coupling reaction, which cannot be shown by benzene, can be shown by pyrrole. Again, this also proves that pyrrole is much more reactive as compared to that of benzene. Now, suppose I react pyrrole with benzene diazonium salt. See, my students, you should understand how do I write this. Benzene, di matlab do, azo matlab nitrogen, ium matlab positive charge, and chloride, that is why it is a salt. Benzene diazonium salt, right? So once this happens, then we know that electrophilic aromatic substitution occurs at position 2. So there will be loss of this HCl, and I will get what? A coupled reaction. That is, a pyrrole now is coupled with the diazophenyl ring. This is how coupling reaction occurs. And in the series of electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions, we will be talking about the last reaction here, that is called as Reamer-Tiemann reaction. Have a look at Reamer-Tiemann reaction. My dear students, again remember that Reamer-Tiemann reaction is never ever shown by benzene. But yes, Reamer-Tiemann reaction is shown by phenol. And we know that phenol is much more reactive as compared to that of benzene. And similarly, pyrrole is more reactive towards electrophilic aromatic substitution as compared to that of benzene. So let us look at the Reamer-Tiemann reaction. When pyrrole reacts with chloroform, when pyrrole reacts with CHCl3, right? When pyrrole reacts with chloroform in presence of aqueous KOH, chloroform in presence of aqueous KOH, then remember this, that there is a very different type of reaction that occurs, and on pyrrole what substitution occurs is a CHO, and aldehyde functionality comes in. I have published a video on how the mechanism goes with respect to that of phenol. Similarly, the mechanism will go with respect to that of pyrrole also. But you should always remember that whenever you want to incorporate an aldehyde functionality on an aromatic ring, then you can start either with phenol or with pyrrole, and you will start with this starting material as chloroform. This will lead to formation of an aldehyde functionality. So this is referred to as Reamer-Thiemann reaction. This is referred to as Reamer-Thiemann reaction. My dear students, as in polynuclear aromatic compounds, we have seen electrophilic aromatic substitution, and after electrophilic aromatic substitution, we talked about the oxidation and the reduction reactions. Similarly, we are going to see oxidation and reduction reactions for pyrrole also. So in my next video, we will be talking about the oxidation reaction of pyrrole. Keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe this channel and share it with your friends so that many students of semester 4 B Pharm can take advantage of the same. Keep watching. Thank you.